right, you guys, welcome to Spark It Up Sports, your one-stop shop for all things football and all things marijuana.
I'm Big Steve.
And I'm Johnny.
We're coming to you from our home studio in Pacific Beach, California. Welcome to episode 22, the Christmas extravaganza.
Let's start off by saying Merry Christmas to everybody and ho for the holidays.
Oh, baby, Merry Christmas.
What a year, what a week, what a season we've had.
Yeah, we had some great football this last weekend, so we have another good episode. Topics for this week. We got the NFL Week 16 review. We're going to do the college football playoff first round review. Those games were trash, but we're going to dive into that a little deeper. After that, we're going to do our world famous blunt break, and today we got the St.
Ives, made famous by those high teas we've been drinking lately, and those things are fantastic, and these things are pretty good too.
Yeah, it is the full nug flower blunt,
whole nug flower blunt. So if you're not familiar with those, if you've ever had to pick apart your own weed because you didn't have a grinder, you end up with those big little chunky ones.
Toss them in there.
Nice and thick roll, real good.
I actually bought a bag of like a half an ounce from Cannabis, and it was like the mini nugs for like
smalls.
$50. I might start doing that.
Little popcorn nugs.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Love that. Anyways, after that,
Bowl Week Mania continues. College football playoffs.
Yeah, college football playoffs. It's the quarterfinals. We're going to dive into those games. Then we're going to do an NFL Week 17 preview. For the edible of the day, we did the Quick Z's.
Elderberry flavor.
Yeah, elderberry. I got the Cushberry Indica. They were delicious. We took it about 45 minutes ago because of technical difficulties. We are flying high.
They work.
We're there. You can tell by our eyes. And if we're stuttering, this is why.
All right, let's dive on in. NFL Week 16 recap. Let's kick it off with a Thursday Amazon Prime game. Broncos at the Los Angeles Chargers, 27-34 win for the Chargers. Herbert throws 2 TDs, 284 yards for the guy, and the Chargers attempt the very first free kick in 48 years.
48 years. That's insane. Did you know what was going on when this happened?
Actually, real weird thing is that this free kick is a rugby rule, so I did have seen this
they
before.
Got free kicks in rugby,
Oh,
right?
yeah. So when I saw it, I did recognize it right away, knew it was a 3-point play, it wasn't going to have a rush. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. So I actually, in college, one of my professors was an NFL referee, Ron Winter. So in the class, at like first class of the year, he had a test with like 5 questions. And he was like, if you can answer all of them correct, you don't have to take the class. Everybody gets an A. And that was one of the questions on it. Like, can you get a free kick from anywhere? And no one got it right. So I actually knew like what was going on. And like to see him on the sideline start talking about it and for it to actually happen, it was awesome to see.
Oh,
saw
absolutely.
History.
Great bag of tricks that Harbaugh pulls out of his hat.
You know the man loves football if he knows that shit.
Bo Nix, real good first half. Stalled in the second half. 263 yards for the guy. 2 touchdowns. Gus Edwards, Charger running back, 2 TDs.
Yeah, I feel like the way Harbaugh builds those teams, the O-line's good. He could put anybody back there. So it was great to see Gus Edwards go for 2 touchdowns out there.
Charger defense really steps up in the second half of this game, really shuts down Bo Nix.
Yeah, that was the difference, was the Charger defense second half was way better.
All right, Saturday games this week because they play on Christmas.
Christmas games, let's go. Merry Christmas.
Texans at Chiefs, 19-27 win for the Chiefs. Mahomes throws 2 TDs and runs 1 in.
Crazy. He was out. We were talking last week whether or not he was going to play. I would sit him, blah, 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 bullshit. He was perfectly fine.
He played better.
Right?
Probably one of his best offensive performances.
Guy's like Superman, literally. Like, how the fuck does he just stay healthy?
C.J. Stroud, 244 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions for the guy.
Yeah, that offensive line for him is still an issue. Tough to play behind that O-line.
Real unfortunate scenario in this game. Tank Dell injures his leg again, multiple ligament tears. Real sad to see, hurt by his own guy.
Yeah, that's crazy. He's hurt again. That's 2 years in a row. Hopefully he can come back next year as good as new, but that's tough coming back from those knee injuries like that.
T Swift live in Kansas City.
Well, always love to see T Swift there. You know they're getting the dub when she's there.
Doing it for the
healthy.
Swifties.
Right.
Doing it for the Swifties.
Easy money. After that, we have Steelers at Ravens. Ravens win this one 34-17. Lamar threw 3 TD passes. How many is that on the year?
37th touchdown of the season.
My God, that guy is good. So good. We're talking, top 3 quarterbacks, Lamar, Burrow, Josh Allen.
Absolutely.
All beasts, all have over 36 touchdowns or something.
All 3 having legendary seasons.
Legendary seasons. We get to see it. They're not even 30 yet, so hopefully we get 10 more years of this great football.
Real good football.
Marlon Humphrey had a huge pick 6 to seal this game. It was a close game till the end. So Russell Wilson, he had 2 TD passes in this one. Still missing George Pickens. So when he gets back, hopefully he can play a little better out there, go deep a little more.
Derrick Henry, 1,636 yards on this season.
Let's go.
His career high is 2,027 yards, which he did back in 2020.
What's the record? I don't remember the record.
2,000-yard season.
Come on, stats.
2,000-yard season, though. Fucking impressive.
Yeah, Eric Dickerson has the record, though.
Eric Dickerson does have the record.
I don't remember what it is. But remember, they do get an extra game now. So.
Correct.
All right, we got stats on it. He's going to let us know what that record is.
All right. Sunday, December 22nd.
All right. I mean,
2,105 by Eric Dickerson.
Ooh.
Eric Dickerson, 1984.
All right. So the
Troy was AP in 2012.
2012.
2,097.
Ooh.
2,105?
Yeah. Saquon's on pace for 2,083.
Yeah, it's gonna be close.
Close.
They had big games this week, so they're all gonna be close. Dude, give me a 200-yard game, 250, like
Wow.
got it.
Pretty
Done.
serious.
Like we could see history.
Yeah, that's going to be a couple good games coming up.
All right, time for the world famous blunt break. If we're gonna get through these games, Victory Monday blunt for my man Johnny. I am fucking jealous. I just want one.
I just want one.
One, dude. It's been fucking like 12 fucking weeks. Real fucking funny, dude. It's not funny. It sucks, dude. 4-2 going into the bye, and what? Where are we at now? Terrible. What flavor we got? It is the Sunset Sherbet, 23.7% THC. It was packaged 10/23/24, so this thing is fresh.
Tastes pretty fucking good.
Oh, shit. Rolled nice and tight. I'm thinking, 2 grams in each of them, probably.
Yeah. Big nugs, hard to tell.
Oh, yeah, that's delicious. All right, let's start it off with Lions at Bears. Lions win this one 34-17. Only good thing we had going, Caleb Williams had a good game, 26 for 40, 224 yards, 2 TDs. He had that one bomb to my man Keenan Allen down the sidelines. Always good to see him have a good play, you know. I mean, hopefully he'll be gone next year. There's no way we keep him. Not a chance.
No, he did not put up the numbers everybody thought he was going to.
No, we thought he was going to come in and help Caleb Williams. I don't think he has been a help at all. I don't think he's a veteran to look to for help either. So
done more harm than help.
Exactly. Story of the game is Jared Goff and the fumble play. Everybody saw that. He fakes the fumble. Jahmyr Gibbs fakes like he's diving. He dives for the ball that's like not really fumbled. Boom. Next thing you know, touchdown. Unfortunately, it happened to the fucking Bears. So, and it like just literally reminded me of our season, just like fumbling that shit away, like gone. So that's where we're at. That was like, fuck you, Bears. This is your life. And yeah, it sucks. Detroit was fine without Montgomery, though. Gibbs had 23 rushes for 109 yards, 1 TD. And Jamison Williams, that receiver for them, number 9, 5 receptions, 143 yards, 1 TD. He's a beast, and he is hard to cover out there.
Absolutely. Real slick guy out there. All right, Jaguars at Raiders, 14-19. Win for the Raiders, putting us back in the Victory Monday column.
Victory Monday, baby. How's it feel?
Feels really good, but we lost our top 2 draft pick. Real tough, real tough.
Crazy, dude.
Aiden O'Connell
Insane.
passes. Insane. Absolutely. Aiden O'Connell passes for 257 yards. Raiders snap their 10-game losing skid. Also lose their top 2 draft pick. Real tough. Currently sitting at number 6. Brock Bowers, 11 receptions for 99 yards. Only 10 yards shy of Ditka's record of 1,076 receiving yards.
Any other year, he would be Rookie of the Year, hands down, no questions asked. But unfortunately, there's Jaden Daniels.
Jaden Daniels is putting up real good numbers.
Yeah, and the way he keeps coming back. But, Brock Bowers is a stud and ends up being a great draft pick for you guys.
He becomes the 3rd tight end to hit 1,000-yard rookie receiving season. Joins Mike Ditka and Kyle Pitts.
Sausage.
Jacksonville's rookie receiver Brian Thomas Jr. also hits the 1,000-yard receiving rookie yard mark for himself. 9 receptions, 132 yards, 1 TD for him. Matt Jones.
That was awesome to see that. Both of them doing it at the same
day.
game. Yeah,
absolutely.
Cool. That was very cool.
Mac Jones, 247 yards, 1 TD, 2 fumbles from them, both by safety. Isaiah Palomau, recovery. Good to see for the Raiders defense.
Awesome. Costliest win in team's history.
Yeah. Go
Crazy.
from a franchise-changing pick to just another year.
To losing something. You got to lose. You got to give something up.
You gotta have to lose something.
All right. Up next, we got Patriots at Bills. Bills win this one 24-21. Bills come back to earth after their 3-game heater. They were absolutely crushing it, and they had a tough time getting past the Patriots. They went out to a 14-0 lead in this one. James Cook had 2 rushing touchdowns in this, so Josh Allen back to earth a little bit. Bills forced 3 turnovers, 3 straight possessions to start the second half. So that's how they came back, and they still barely almost won. Josh Allen picked up a throwing arm injury, funny bone. Hopefully he's all right from that.
Couldn't feel his arm.
Can't feel it. Drake May, backward pass to Ramondre Stevens at goal line. Defense jumps on ball for TD. That's not what you're looking for. Whoops.
Patriots started out real hot in this game. First 2 possessions, 14-0 start. Really stalled.
Yeah, I couldn't believe when I looked up at the score and it was 14-0. I was like, what the hell is going on here?
Josh Allen, probably the worst start of his career.
Right? All right, up next, we have Eagles at Commanders. Jaden Daniels throws for 5 TDs, ends the Eagles' 10-game winning streak. I think story of this game was Jalen Hurts goes down in the first quarter, so they're not the same team after that. Kenny Pickett replaced him, couldn't finish it off. It was a close game still. Saquon Barkley, 29 rush yards for 150 yards, so he had a hell of a game. But 109 of those yards were in the first quarter. So I don't know what he did the last 3 quarters to only have 150 total. But they did, well, no, they lost, so that sucks. Jaden Daniels is a beast. For him to go down and have another game-winning drive, I know for sure that's 2 on the year, might be more than that. Like, he's got balls of steel under pressure, and he is fun to watch.
One note in that game is Kenny Pickett did have a chance to ice this game with a 4th down pass to Devontae Smith, but he does drop it, ends up giving the ball right back to Washington, and the rest is history. They end up winning this game.
Yeah. Drove right down the field for a touchdown.
All right, Giants out Falcons number. That's going to be 7-34 win for the Falcons. With this win and the Bucs loss, they are now in the control of first place in the NFC South. Hold on to the tiebreaker between them and the Buccaneers. Michael Penix makes his first start of his career, making his debut. Good to see him out there.
Yeah, it's good to see him out there. Didn't do anything above and beyond, but he didn't lose the game for him. So I think he's just going to get better and better with time out there and more experience.
Absolutely. Bijan Robinson, 2 touchdowns in this game, and the defense is the story of the game for the Falcons. Matthew Judon and Jesse Bates each having a pick 6. 3 sacks, 6 quarterback hits for their defense. What a day for this defense.
Yeah, looking good. Awesome to see Matthew Judon picks the Falcons. He's balling out this year. He's going to end up getting a big contract in free agency. One note out of Atlanta is They're saying Kirk Cousins is going to end up getting cut in March because he's due for like a $10 million signing bonus and he has a no trade clause in his contract. So instead of doing the team any favors because they went out and drafted Penix, which looks to be a great move, he's going to make him, cut him, release him. So he'll be a free agent and he'll be able to pick where he wants to go. So look for that to happen in the next few months.
Could be a future Raider QB.
I mean, right? Wouldn't be the worst.
Wouldn't be the worst.
Because I think he's just going to get healthier and he's just going to get better.
Gain his confidence back. Kyle Pitts ended up dropping a pass that ends up turning into an interception. Unfortunate.
Oh, man. Terrible play. Terrible play.
Giants franchise record 10 straight loss.
Yeah, they got the number 1 pick right now, so look for them to hold on to it. They're not going to be anybody. No way. After that, we got Browns at Bengals. Bengals won this one 24-6. Burrow throws 3 TDs. First quarterback in NFL history to 3+ TDs, 250+ yards in 7 straight games.
What a stat line.
What a stat line. Unbelievable. Not in the playoffs. It's a bummer. They are so fun to watch, though. Got to keep an eye on them. Jamar Chase, 6 receptions, 97 yards, 1 TD. Leads the league in receptions, 108 yards, 1,510 TDs, 16, triple crown, baby. Let's go. He has to keep putting these numbers up, too, because there are a bunch of good receivers in the league this year, and they are on his tail.
Right behind him.
Right?
Joey Burrow leads the league in pass yards with 4,299 and 39 touchdown passes. Insane. Bengals defense
Ballin'
has
out.
forced 9 turnovers in the last 2 games.
Yeah, where was that at the beginning of the year?
And Myles Garrett records his 100th sack of his career. That's the 12th of this season, and that makes 5 straight seasons with 12+ sacks.
He's an absolute baller, and it's a damn shame to see another player play for the Browns that's an all-star like Joe Thomas and not do shit in their career.
Sucks.
Like, it sucks, dude.
Real
Like,
good players.
right? Get him
Going
in the
to die.
playoffs, like, and like, hopefully he can go somewhere else because I don't think he's ever gonna win there.
Not in Cleveland. All right, Titans at Colts, 30-38 win for the Colts. Jonathan Taylor has his rebound game after dropping the ball early last week. Goes for 218 yards, 3
Like,
touchdowns.
he went off. He's fast as fuck too.
One of the touchdowns ends up running all the way into the tunnel.
What a clown, dude. Clown.
Definitely made sure he didn't drop the ball early on that one.
Just hand the ball to the fucking ref like you're supposed to. Like he should have done. If he does that last week like you're supposed to, like they tell every player to do, then he doesn't have to act like a clown and run all the way down the fucking tunnel and make a whole big shabazz about that shit. Like, what?
Anthony Richardson, 9 carries for 70 yards.
They are the best rushing attack in the league, and Sunday we saw the best rushing performance ever by the Colts.
Absolutely. Colts ends up setting a franchise record 335 rush yards, 17 more than their previous mark from 1956.
Fuck, so many rush yards.
Tennessee Titans' abysmal quarterback play continues as Mason Rudolph throws 3 interceptions, bringing their turnover interception count to 20 on the season.
20 burger, dude.
Not good.
20 burger.
Not good. William Levi probably throwing 17 of them.
10 of them went to the house, too. You know that.
Poor guy.
Oh, man. Think anybody can fix him?
Nah.
I don't think he can fix
He's
him.
unfixable.
He needs, like, the nicest, like, most loving coach to fix him, dude. It's unfixable.
Unfixable.
All right. After that, we have Vikings at Seahawks. 27-24 Vikings win. Sam Darnold goes off. He looks like a pro out there. Him and Justin Jefferson are the truth, and they continue to win. Sam Darnold was 22 for 35, 246 yards, 3 TDs. And my man Justin Jefferson, 10 receptions, 144 yards. 2 of those TDs were to him. Kevin O'Connell is the first Vikings coach to ever win 13 games in multiple seasons. And we were talking earlier, we think it happened a few years ago. So with Kirk Cousins.
But real impressive to see possibly three teams with 13 wins this year in the NFC North. Insane.
Yeah, might be the best division we've ever seen in football.
All right, Sunday night primetime game, Buccaneers at Cowboys, 24-26 win for the Cowboys. Cowboys turn Baker Magic into a Bucks catastrophe. Cooper Rush throws a touchdown pass. Aubrey hits 4 field goals.
I think if Cooper Rush has started, like if he would have been starting from the beginning of the year, I think they're in the playoffs. I think because Dak Prescott started, they're not.
They stalled out.
Because they're good. I don't know if they're good. They're not bad.
Not bad.
Buccaneers are a playoff team. So CD Lamb's out there balling, goes for 105 yards. Like
Baker balls out, throws for 303 yards, 2 TDs, but unfortunately can't finish it off.
I honestly, dude, that play where he's holding him back, dude, he like breaks free and then he fumbled it, dude. So disappointing. Another play from this game that might be one of the best things I saw all week was Villa drops back into pass coverage on a 3rd down, and there's not much time left. And I think this receiver's breaking free, and next thing you know, fucking Villa just obliterates him, dude. Smashes him. Smokes him.
All right, this week our Bowl Week recap and preview are brought to you by our friends over at Negus Coffee Club. Come get some beans or grounds and has some fire flavor notes. One we got here is Ethiopia blend made with notes of berry and black tea. Real fire.
You got that weed hangover in the morning, brew up some of this Negus coffee, get rid of that weed hangover, and get on the go.
All right, college football playoffs. What a week it was. We were real pumped about these games, but unfortunately,
we were pumped. All games sucked. None of them
duds.
were under 10 points, so they were all duds. We were talking about it earlier. At least we had 4 games where there weren't players sitting out and it actually mattered. Last couple of years, you only had 2 games where players actually played it. Mm-hmm. All the other games with the great players, they didn't play. So at least we're over that hump. But the next hump we need to get over is the matchups and who plays who, I think.
Matchup disparity is what I believe we call it.
Yeah, and just like the lineup of it.
Yeah.
Like who plays who at what point. Like who's getting the bye, who's not getting the
last year we were all up in arms when FSU got left out. Now we see why, because of these real tough.
Yeah, there's just better teams with more losses. They have more talent, but they've played better teams, so that's why they have the losses.
Yeah.
Was what it comes down to at the end of the day.
All right, Friday night game, number 10 Indiana at number 7 Notre Dame, 17-27 win for Notre Dame.
The battle for Indiana just did not hold up to the hype. Notre Dame looked really good. They were ready to go, and they might be a force to be reckoned with in the playoffs.
Absolutely. Friday night playoff game, South Bend, Indiana. What an environment that was.
Place was jumping. College game day was there. It was a blackout in the stadium. I am glad they didn't wear their black uniforms. I do think they should be blue and gold. One thing to note of this is they did have the names on the back of their jersey, which is the first time they've ever done that.
New playoff thing. That's awesome.
Which I texted you guys like.
That looks cool though.
I know, but I texted them like right away. I was like, "Is this for real? Does this always happen?" But there's a couple other schools that do that. I don't remember offhand. No. I think like USC doesn't do it either.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure USC doesn't do it. But yeah, it was cool to see. I like that move. It's a playoff thing. Players love to see their name on the back. It's cool to do. I get like Notre Dame, you don't do it, but it's cool to see in the playoffs.
Absolutely. All right, next game up is number 11 SMU at number 6 Penn State, 10-38 win for Penn State.
Whiteout looked awesome on TV. They had SMU's band in the farthest depths of the stadium, little corner of blue.
Penn State takes a 28-0 lead at halftime and never looked back. SMU throws 3 picks in this game and never really in this game.
After that, we had 12 Clemson at 5 Texas. Texas won this one 38-24. Clemson quarterback Klubnik shreds Texas D with an almost second half comeback. This game was better than I thought it was going to be.
And they did almost come back.
Yeah, so it was probably the best game out of the 4, for sure.
All right, Dabo dabbing off into the sunset.
Sorry, bud.
Number 9, Tennessee at number 8, Ohio State. 17-42 win for Ohio State. Ohio State quarterback Will Howard throws 2 touchdown passes to freshman Jeremiah Smith. They looked unstoppable.
Looked unstoppable. They were ready to go at home. I think that Michigan loss really put some juice in them for these playoffs.
Ohio State defense was all over Tennessee, laying big hits. Probably the 4th play of this game, they end up laying a hit on Nico Lamaeva, crack his helmet wide open. Sick to see.
That's a way to set the fucking tone. If you're going to set the tone, that's the way to do it. Crack it.
Bowl week continues. Friday, December 27th, Holiday Bowl in San Diego. Number 21, Syracuse versus Washington State. Syracuse minus 16.5 favorites.
Love Syracuse minus 16.5. Going from that dome in the Northeast to San Diego, that nice weather, I think they'll be ready to play.
All right, Pop-Tarts Bowl.
Love a good Pop-Tart.
What's your favorite, Big Steve?
Favorite Pop-Tart would have to be the original cherry Pop-Tart, that red one. Ooh, delicious. How about you?
I'm more of a s'mores guy. Nice marshmallow feeling.
Those are
fantastic.
Do you warm them up or do you eat
absolutely.
them cold? You put them in the toaster?
A little toaster oven action.
All right. I'll go either way. I don't know. Depends on how hungry I am.
This is probably one of the better bowl games. Number 18, Iowa State. Number 13, Miami. Miami favored minus 3.
Yeah, either one of those teams could have been in the college football playoffs. They both have really good quarterbacks. Cam Howard is someone you want to keep an eye on. He's going to be a top quarterback in this draft coming up, so definitely a game you want to watch.
Absolutely. Valero Alamo Bowl. Number 17, BYU versus number 23, Colorado. Dion says all his players are playing, so I think this is going to be a real good game.
Gotta tune in if the Sanders boys are out there and the Heisman winner Travis Hunter. See what he comes out there and does. I think he has 1 to 2 touchdowns in that
Can
game.
he pick off the BY Jew?
Wouldn't that be a story?
All right, Tuesday, December 31st, college football playoff quarterfinals.
All right, this is number 6 Penn State versus 3 Boise State. Boise State is 10.5-point underdogs in this game. We love Boise State plus 10.5. We've been watching them all year. They're a good team.
Lots of points there. I feel like Boise State, their one big loss this year was that Oregon walk-off win 3-point game.
Yeah, at Oregon too.
So 10.5 points. If you're getting a gift, take the gift.
Right, take it. All right, Wednesday games. The first one's Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, number 5 Texas versus 4 ASU. Texas is getting 14 points in this game.
I like it. Can Cam Scattaboo put something together?
That'll be the question. I don't really think so. Let's get Arch Manning out there and let's beat him by 21.
Let's get a big win.
Big win.
All right, Rose Bowl up in Pasadena, number 8 Ohio State versus number 1 Oregon.
Yeah, it's hard to beat the same team twice, so we'll see if Oregon can do that at a neutral site this time.
If you remember the very first time these guys played this year, Oregon barely getting the win. Dan Lanning pulls off one of the most impressive, throws a 12th player onto the field. Penalty ends the game.
I think that was the beginning
win.
of the legend of Dan Lanning. Everything you hear about him is awesome since then.
Ohio State should have won that game.
Right.
Would have changed the trajectory for this college football playoff.
Oh, right. Yeah, for sure. The last game of the day is going to be the All-State Sugar Bowl. That's number 7 Notre Dame at 2 Georgia. Georgia's 1.5-point favorite. Looks like a pick 'em in this one, really.
Yeah, no Carson Beck, out with an injury.
Yeah, that just came out today. He just had surgery on his UCL. I want to pick Notre Dame, but I know they cannot win the big game. I've seen it my entire life. They just can't beat that SEC team. Is this year different?
Maybe. Unfortunately, Georgia playing with backup quarterback got knocked the fuck out last time.
Knocked out, dude. Oh, man.
So
bad.
Can he come back from the dead and send this team into the college football playoff semifinal?
I'm going with Georgia on this one. I don't think Notre Dame can do it. Until they prove me wrong, going with Georgia.
Minus 1.5 bucket. All right, NFL Week 17 preview, Wednesday, December 25th, Christmas Day Netflix games.
Yeah, Netflix game we're talking about earlier. It's going to be cool to see who they have as their cast, who's going to do their pregame, halftime. They got some Hall of Famers out there. Who's going to be the sideline reporter? I have no idea yet.
First game of the day is going to be the Chiefs at the Steelers, Kansas City -3. I love the Chiefs' favorite in this game.
Yeah, look at them to keep rolling. Patrick Mahomes looks like he's healthier than ever after hurting his leg. So Taylor Swift, I'm sure, will be in the building. Got to celebrate Christmas with her boy.
Ravens at Texans. Baltimore -5.5 in this game, especially after this week's game. I'm looking for a big performance out of them.
Yeah, Lamar's going to keep rolling. Derrick Henry might be pushing for that rushing record. And the Texans still have those offensive line issues, which are not helping C.J. Stroud.
Thursday, December 26th, Boxing Day. Big English Christmas holiday for them. Big soccer day, but we got football on TV.
Hell yeah. Football, give the people what they want. Chicago Bears prime time on Amazon this Thursday. Seahawks at Bears. Bears are 3.5 point dogs. I love them. Plus 3.5. You want this? I can't do that anymore. Don't do it.
All right, Saturday, December 28th, NFL Network games. Chargers at Patriots. Chargers -4.
Yeah, I love Chargers -4 in this one. They need the win still. Patriots do not look good. The only thing is the Chargers going from L.A. to that Northeast might be chilly up there, so it might be a little closer.
All right, Broncos at Bengals, probably one of the games of the week. Cincinnati -3.5.
Yeah, you got to tune in to watch Joe Burrow out there. I think the Cincinnati Bengals offense is way better than the Broncos offense, so I don't know if they'll be able to keep up with Cincinnati out there.
All right, Sunday slate. Raiders at Saints. Las Vegas Raiders favorite +1.5 against the Saints. Derek Carr's return to Vegas.
You're about to have more losses than us. Or wins.
Or Derek Carr has a legacy game and throws 4 touchdown passes.
Are we about to have 4 losses each? We're about to be fighting for draft picks, dude.
Not good.
Not good at all. Fuck, I thought it was a lock, dude. How the fuck do you beat Jacksonville? I'm still in disbelief.
Mac Jones.
Oh, God. Dude.
Mac Jones gonna Mac Jones.
Jones gonna Mac Jones, dude. AP is so fired up. Coaches, we talked about it. Coaches never want to lose, so he wanted to win. He got the win. I feel like players wanted to win too.
Yeah, I mean,
those players don't want to keep losing, dude. JPP was fired up coming off the field, dude. I love seeing that though.
All right, Packers at Vikings. Another game of the week. Green Bay +1.5 or Vikings -1.5.
Yeah, I can't really pick this one. Maybe Vikings because they're at home. Sam Darnold's looked like an absolute G out there. He's having the best year of his career, hands down, with Justin Jefferson and Addison out on the outside.
All right, Cowboys at Eagles. Philadelphia -9.5. Look for them to steamroll the Cowboys.
Yeah, and look for Saquon to get the ball, get the rock. If Jalen Hurts is still out too, he might push for that rushing record too. We got a couple great running backs this year that are pushing for 2,000 yards.
All right, Monday night game. Oh no, Sunday night game.
Sunday.
Falcons at Commanders. Washington -4. Jaden Daniels versus Michael Penix.
I'm way more pumped on this game because Penix is playing and not Kirk Cousins. Yeah, way more exciting because the dweeb couldn't move or throw the ball.
You think
before at least he could throw the ball?
You think the NFL kind of assumed that Penix was going to be starting by the end of the year, scheduling this game this late in the year?
I think it got moved. Did it get moved?
Did it get flexed?
I think it got flexed.
Good flex.
I'm almost positive it got flexed.
Good flex. Good
yeah.
flex.
Oh, great flex. So I'm saying, this game, because they're both in the playoffs as of right now. This game is awesome. Yeah. This game means something.
Monday night game. Lions at 49ers. Detroit -3.5.
I love Detroit -3.5. The only thing is they got the injuries on that defense. That's tough out there.
Absolutely. Tough week. All right, that's a wrap for this episode of Spark It Up Sports. Thanks for watching. Like, follow, subscribe.
Just a reminder for our loyal fans out there, the podcast released every Thursday. You can find the video on YouTube. Audio can be found on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Amazon Music. Let us know what you think in the comments. Go Bears.
Go Raiders.
Merry Christmas. We made it.
Merry Christmas. We made it.
Oh, fuck.
Recorded.
Recorded.